No verdict can erase the pain of losing May or the years of uncertainty that have endured. But we hope today's outcome provides a measure of justice and accountability.
Justice probably have been served today, but we still have my sister out there. We still have a second step to go through. We still have to bring my sister home.
She is still out there. She is still missing. And we are going to work tirelessly to continue looking for her and try to find her and bring her home.
The 5.5-year saga of missing Chula Vista mother Maya Millete reaches its dramatic conclusion in a South Bay courtroom as jurors find her husband, Larry Millete, guilty of first-degree murder. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto. It took jurors only 6 hours of deliberations after an 8-week trial to return that verdict, unanimously declaring Larry killed his wife, the mother of his 3 children, and hid her body, which to this day has not been found. We have complete coverage of today's verdict, starting with a full account from News 8's Richard Allen, live at the South Bay Courthouse. Richard.
Well, Carlo, it was an intensely emotional day in court today. Following the verdict, cheers and applause erupted in the courthouse behind me here. While prosecutors say a measure of justice has been served, they also point out that today's decision does not bring the full closure that Maya's loved ones are still searching for.
No verdict can erase the pain of losing May or the years of uncertainty that have endured. But we hope today's outcome provides a measure of justice and accountability.
Speaking after today's verdict, finding that Larry Millete is guilty of the first-degree murder of his wife Maya, Maya's sister Mary Chris gave emotional thanks to the prosecution team.
Justice probably have been served today, but we still have my sister out there. We still have a second step to go through. We still have to bring my sister home, to bring her to her 3 children that's been waiting for her for 5 years.
More than 5 years after Maya went missing in January of 2021, and after nearly 8 weeks in court through an intense trial that saw more than 60 witnesses, it took the 12 jurors only about 6 hours to reach their decision.
Our hearts were just pounding. Mine was just pounding.
One of those jurors, Beverly Feldman, says the verdict was unanimous, despite the fact that Maya's body has never been recovered. Feldman says the circumstantial evidence was overwhelming.
If Larry had been at work on the 8th, and he said he was, but he wasn't, if Larry hadn't disappeared for almost 12 hours, which he was unaccounted for, if his phone would have been on, those are the things, if he hadn't repositioned the vehicle and left it around 6:30 in the morning. And so those were things that just couldn't get around the means, the motive, and the opportunity.
Throughout the trial, Larry Millete himself never took the stand.
I think he's a master manipulator. I think he's very good at what he does. And I think that he may have thought that he could get away with this too.
This case demonstrates that justice does not depend on recovering a victim's body.
Lead prosecutor Christy Bowles said that while today's verdict is significant, it's critical to keep in mind that Maya remains missing.
We continue to hope that one day she will be found, so her family can lay her to rest with the dignity she deserves.
And following today's verdict, Larry Milliete's family and his defense team declined to speak to the media. Carla?
And Richard, this chapter kind of ends. We have Larry guilty, but there's still more to the story. We need to find Maya's body. We have sentencing, but we also have that specter, the possibility of an appeal. What are the odds that Larry Milliete's defense attorneys file an appeal?
Well, that's a very good question, and that does remain to be seen. In fact, Deputy District Attorney Christy Bowles, the lead prosecutor in the case, was asked about that possibility today. She basically said that the prosecution, are prepared for anything. But as you mentioned, what we do know is the next step in this case is Larry Milliete's sentencing. While we don't know an exact date yet, we do know that he faces 25 years to life in prison. Carlo?
Richard Allen reporting live from the South Bay Courthouse. Thanks, Richard.